What is up, guys? It's your boy Adrian here, bringing you guys another PUBG update video. It feels like forever since I've been standing in front of this microphone talking that yak to you guys, but you know, everybody must take a break sometime and get your mind right, come back to different situations, and yeah, man, I'm back. So it feels good to be back. The first video back is actually this PUBG update video, which is 22.2. So if you guys are into playing that lotto, definitely play them twos on your lotto numbers. We don't have a lotto here, so you guys could just break bread with your boy. You don't gotta give me all the money, just a couple 100,000 if you win. But nonetheless, let's get off into these notes. So for console, that's all we covering here, baby. We ain't doing no PC. I'm not a PC guy. I own a PC, but we here for the console news, the good stuff. We get the update on March 22nd at 6 p.m. That's when it actually starts. And then it'll actually end March 23rd at 2 a.m. So I've done the timing for you guys. For me, that is actually 2 hours behind. Well, they're 2 hours behind us. So for me, which is Central Time, the update will start at 8 p.m. and then it should end at 4 a.m. if I am correct. Let me know in the comments section, but I think I'm pretty right on that. So you know, PUBG always does a little downtime in between, which we don't even stress about, as long as the game come out crisp and clean and we ready to play. So on live servers, when it's that time, featured map queue, that's over with and out the game, I guess. I just came back like last month, but I noticed we didn't have a featured map queue anymore. We'll be getting Erangel, Miramar, Tego, Sandhawk, and Paramo. Those are the ones we're getting back. And then in ranked, it'll be Erangel, Miramar, and Tego. I haven't played any rank, so I can't tell you if that's changed at all. I'm pretty sure Erangel and Miramar was in there. I don't know about what the third map was. As far as the rotations, each map will get like 20%, so that's not really a problem at all. We actually have the Famas coming, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been a huge Famas fan like since Modern Warfare 2 when it was first introduced to me. And every game since then, like, it's been one of my favorite weapons. Unfortunately, it's only coming in the crate, which is, I mean, I guess that's okay. We can still, play around with that. I feel like it's going to be a monster. So not only is it single and burst, it's actually full auto in PUBG. Hella happy about that. Some games have it locked to where it's only burst fire, so it should be pretty entertaining. It can hold up to a 6x scope. Obviously, it's going to be 5.56 ammo. The effective range is up to 400 meters out, and the rate of fire is actually 900 RPM, which poops on the M416. I'm not even gonna lie. In this update, they actually kind of decreased the M416 to a certain, they kind of nerfed it a little bit. We'll get more into that though. But as far as getting the FAMAS, we can get it from care packages, secret rooms, lab camps, supply drops, and pillar boxes. As far as the secret rooms go, I found a couple of them, so I will be posting, just different clips of me finding the rooms. So if you find like security key cards laying around, I'd be showing you guys exactly where to go to actually get them. And hopefully you get lucky enough to actually pull this goated gun out of one of those rooms. It's included in every single mode possible that we can play on PUBG. So if you guys just want to test the gun out itself without, trying to get crates or going into secret rooms, you can go into TDM and practice with this gun. We gonna get us some good gameplay with it and, just test it out, see what attachments work pretty well with it, and give my honest review on it. But that's for an entirely different video. You guys aren't here for that right now, so let's continue to go. As far as new weapons being added into the game outside of that, it's not really new, but it is new to the ground. We have the AUG 5.56 coming to the ground, which from what I've heard from a number of different PC people, this gun slaps. It wrecks. They actually decrease the damage on it coming out of the box, to boost up the FAMAS, to actually have it being worth being a box weapon. Then we have the rate of fire has been buffed from 700 to 750. but the bullet velocity has dropped from 940 to 890, which should be interesting. I feel like that was kind of a trade-off with that rate of fire and the bullet velocity. I think it'll still be a very viable weapon. Also, the effective range of it actually went down. So instead of it being from 90 to 500, it's from 60 to 450. They just dropped 50 points off there, which is, I feel like it's still pretty good. You shouldn't be lasering people across the map with it. Anyways, and they also have slightly increased the recoil on it. Can't wait to get my hands on it after the patch for it, so I'm ready to see what that's talking about. They nerf the M416, which is quite interesting considering that's like a meta weapon. That's like everyone's go-to weapon. So they nerfed it by 1 damage point, and they also buffed the recoil of it. So it has a little bit more horizontal recoil. Maybe it might be changed for a grip on there. You know, everybody rocks the vertical on it. You know, that may bring in a different factor of grips on there. We'll just have to wait and see and play. Because obviously it's different from PC because mouse and keyboard, I'm not getting into all that. We here for patch notes. Big buffs. They got buffs for the M16 and buffs for the mutant. I remember when the mutant was godly. I'm hoping it brings it back to being godly. Only thing they did was actually up the RPM on the burst and single fire of these weapons from 600 to 800. Probably end up adding a little bit more recoil to it, but that honestly makes the weapons a whole lot more viable. So now when I see the M16 or the mutant on the ground, I'm way more likely to want to pick it up now because I feel like it's a competitor with that RPM. You can't spam fire it, but you can do 800 RPM ain't half bad. I ain't gonna say that spam fire, like MK12 levels. It'll be in competition. I feel like you could slap a 4 or 6 on one of them and go ham. They also, thank God, they are reducing the spawn rate of shotguns, man, by 30% on every single map. Me personally, I don't have a problem with the shotguns. I don't feel like they were overpowered in any way or shape or anything like that, me personally. But it's just like when I land, 9 times out of 10, the first thing you're going to see is a shotgun. Like, either it's going to be the S12 or either it'll be the S686 for me, like 90% of the time. I rarely get the other one with the 2 slugs. I call it the Olympia. That's what I know it as from COD, but I know it's something different. As far as the spawn rates of the rest of the weapons, ARs, DMRs, and SMGs, they have been buffed. The P90 has been added to care packages and secret rooms in ranked, so that should be a game changer for a lot of people. It gets sweaty off in ranked from what I can tell. Also, they added heavy stocks to the care packages in ranked, and they will spawn more often. Therefore, tactical stock spawn rates have slightly decreased, which I'm still kind of testing that out. I obviously knew the heavy stock would be a lot better. I've been testing it on SMGs such as like the MP5K and the Vector. I honestly really like the heavy stock. Tactical stock still gets it done, but I'm more of a heavy stock fan. Let me know in the comments section which stock is you guys' favorite. Just let me know, type down below, and I'll heart on which ones I think. Leave your opinions about them. I'm eager to hear what you guys have to say about them. But now we are going to move on to another segment of the update. So they added something called loot recommendation improvements. So they added, as you guys can see on screen, these little yellow arrows on side of things they feel like you need to loot or it could be valuable to your weapons depending on what weapons you have and according to what gear you actually have. They have changed the world just a little bit, at least on Destin that is. They actually added a dirt bike trail. I'm not quite sure. It's over there between Barcliff and Tarita. I have seen Barcliff, so I have an idea. Tarita I'm not too sure on. I think I have came across this area just playing. But as you guys can see, like they added like a little figure 8 track. So if you guys trying to get some dirt bike racing in, definitely feel free to run those laps while I get those chicken dinners. I definitely don't mind that. But on a serious note, it's really trenches. I feel like they added the trenches so you're just not running out there in open field being ducks pretty much. That's the whole point of it. And then we have more UI stuff. Hold on, I skipped something. Okay, the AUG has been added to TDM and custom matches, obviously. The MK12 and Ace32 have been added to esports mode. Ooh, that MK12 gets nasty, so I'm eager to see what you guys do with the MK12. The Ace32, it's not really for me. I'm still a barrel AK guy, but I'm trying to work on the Ace. The Ace just ain't it for me. In the esports mode, they did not add the AUG to be a ground weapon. It still is in the care package, so be on the lookout for that. And then, as you guys can see on screen, as far as UI goes, I don't know. I guess they're trying to make it more noob friendly, because a lot of people that pick up PUBG, it's a lot of things to learn. But as you guys can see, they added like the types of ammo that your weapon takes, and then just the overall statistics of these weapons, kind of like what COD does when you building a class set, but they just added it like when you open up the UI. I don't really know how accurate those are as far as the statistics. I don't know if they'll update from patch to patch, but we'll just have to see how that goes. I'm glad they adding in more friendly stuff, bring in more noobs. Not really so much news, but we do need more players. So anything to make the game a little bit easier without making it groundbreakingly easy, I'm all for it. Okay, then we also have lobby changes. As you guys may know, we go from level 1 to 500 now. I am a level 79. Yeah, your boy is getting back into it. I gotta level up, man. I feel like I'm behind. And I feel like I'm getting even further behind now, because as you guys can see on screen, we got tier 1 through 5 now. So now when you hit level 499, instead of just going to 500 and then you're done leveling, it actually resets and gives you a new tier. So it's pretty much like the prestige system in Call of Duty. So tier 1, you go from 1 to 499, then you would quote unquote tier up, aka prestige, to tier 2, and then you'll go from 1 to 499 again, and then it resets all the way till you go to 500, well, until you go to tier 5, level 500. I'm not quite sure as far as I'm not 110% sure whether or not the rest of the loot that's added in between these tiers are going to be new loot, or if you will be gaining the same things again. Hopefully it's new loot. I don't think they would integrate this system without integrating new loot onto that. But on to the next. Also, the Korean profile, as you guys can see, they've changed that quite a bit. They're getting rid of the overall career panel, which I kind of am gonna miss, I'm not gonna lie, because you're able to go back and reflect and see what you've done in seasons prior. So I kind of feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot with that. But we still do have PUBG lookup, so we can look at all that old stuff. But they're focusing more so on the now. It's obviously showing the medals you've earned, the weapons, like the weapon kill and XP that you get, and all sorts of different things. And as far as the experience go, they actually are kind of, I'm not going to say nerfing, but they're fixing the experience between weapons, so you have a chance to get bonus XP on each weapon, and it's still equal to when you're using weapons. I'm trying to figure out how to form it better for you guys. So pretty much, if you use said weapons, like say for instance I was to use the barrel, I get a lot of bonus XP with the barrel compared to if I was to use the S12K shotgun. So it creates this big difference in weapon level when I look at how far I've leveled these weapons, but I can have almost the same amount of kills. So they're trying to keep everything on track and have equal stats across the board pretty much. As far as the workshop goes, I'm liking 3 out of the 4 skins here. Not all of them are my style. I'm digging the Bunny Academy, the PCS7, and the Survivor Past Destin. Kind of give off like that little RoboCop type vibe. But outside of that, that's not bad. Can't wait to see that. And they also have added 2 new item sets for special crafting. These suits look amazing. I honestly would grind to get both of those. But that is the end of the update. Everything else is just like minor bug fixes and item skin fixes and whatnot like that. So, guys, we have about, from where I'm recording right now, we have about 3 days into that new update drops. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to keep you guys posted on everything PUBG here. Don't forget to drop a mean elbow on that like button for me. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.